Have you noticed there's been a lot of talk this season? Let's unpack why some fans are loving the dialogue-heavy episodes while others are craving more action. Stick around as I explore the fine line between too much talk and brilliant storytelling in That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. So I've noticed a lot of chatter about this season's focus on dialogue over action. While some viewers are all for the deep dives into political intrigue and character development, others are craving more of the dynamic battles we've loved in the past seasons. Many fans have expressed that the episodes feel bogged down by conversations compared to previous seasons where dialogue balanced more evenly with action. This season seems to lean heavily into meeting rooms and strategic discussion, is what I've seen people say, but it's always been done this way from what I remember at least. I think it's just very excessive this season. If you compare Slime to other dialogue-driven shows like Monogatari or Mushoku Tensei, it's clear that engaging dialogue can be done well without constant action. These shows manage to keep viewers hooked with witty exchanges and dynamic visuals, even in dialogue-heavy scenes. So what makes Slime's current season feel different from some of you? Let's break down these criticisms and see how they compare to the series' usual storytelling style. In dissecting this season's approach, it's crucial to recognize that extensive discussions aren't new to That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Just remember that time they were outside in that white meeting room kind of outdoor place and they kept getting interrupted by different people, even from the Dwarven Kingdom, even the tiny little fairy or whatever she is, the Queen of Spirits or whatever. They were in the same location for multiple episodes, I'm almost sure. Or a sudden confrontation initiated by a protective father, which lead me to believe that this has always been a part of this series staple. Like this, they've always done it like this. Maybe it was a lot less noticeable because again, maybe these interactions were more funny than they are this season. However, given this season's sharper focus on dialogue, it's clear why some fans feel the execution could have been benefited from a fresh approach. Unlike previous seasons where the dialogue was interspersed with more diverse action, rather the current episodes might feel overly familiar or stagnant to some. This perspective suggests that while the narrative technique remains consistent, its impact varies based on how it's integrated with other story elements. I think it's also important to consider why the creators might have chosen this approach. Is there a purpose behind prolonged discussion that we might be overlooking? I think that by delving deeper into narrative structure and the thematic elements it explores, we can uncover the intentions behind these storytelling choices. On the flip side, I personally appreciate the depth this dialogue brings to the world of Rimuru. These conversations aren't just filler, they're building the political landscape and enriching character dynamics. And for those who love the intricacies of world building, this approach is a treasure trove, I feel like. And to be honest, I've seen a lot of compelling arguments in the comments from fans defending the narrative choices to others feeling disconnected from the story. I've even seen people say they would skip all over this fluff in the story and just go straight to where the conflicts are and then just do flashbacks in between them. But I feel like a lot of people don't like flashback during fights. Reflecting on my own experience, I find myself drawn to the strategic elements introduced through these lengthy discussions. Yes, they can be dense, but very often leave me pondering complexities of governance and alliance in Rumu's world. However, I understand why some might find it tedious, especially if the visual storytelling isn't compelling, or as compelling. I will say though, I felt the slowness on the most recent episode, Reconciliation and Agreement. And personally for me, that was the first time feeling that slowness this entire season, at least to that extent. To wrap up, whether you enjoy or dislike the dialogue-heavy episodes of Slime really comes down to personal preference of entertainment, and how you prefer to get information. I also forgot to mention earlier, when I was watching this season, I would watch mostly in dub, so that could be why I enjoyed it that much as well, because I can't imagine sitting there reading sub and it's just a lot of information of exposition and all of that. That would probably drive me insane, so definitely understand. It's clear that the series is trying to lay a solid foundation for future conflicts and resolutions through these detailed discussions. What are your thoughts on this season's narrative approach? Do you miss the action, or are you enjoying the depth of dialogue? Or you like the dialogue, you just hate the way they did it? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's get the discussion going. Also, thanks for watching my video. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button, share it, and don't forget to subscribe for more analysis on slime and other great anime. Until next time, sail safe and stay spirited.